All right, good morning, everybody. It is the Monday after the Super Bowl. How's everybody doing? Anybody awake? I'm barely awake. I don't know how I made it up today. Yes, I watched the game. Yes, I watched the halftime performance. I thought it was great. Okay, apparently the reviews are split out there. I thought Rihanna did her thing, and she was pregnant. Love that. Okay, as you guys know, this is the First Alert Desk. We're giving you your top stories this morning at 10 o'clock, so you can make sure you are caught up on everything. If you have a question, a comment, a concern, if you just want to say hello, I've got the comments up right here on the Atlanta News First Facebook page. So again, if you are watching on the Atlanta News First Facebook page and you want to say something, I should be able to see your comment and I will shout you out. Okay, question number one for you guys. What is going on in the airspace in North America? There's a lot of questionable, interesting things, right? In the last 8 days, 4 flying objects have been shot down by the U.S. military. It's happened every single day this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Intelligence officials aren't saying much about it right now, and it's really frustrating lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. So take a look at this graph. This is a map. There was an unidentified object shot out of the sky on Sunday over Michigan's Upper Peninsula. On Saturday, U.S. fighter jets shot down another unidentified object over Canada. On Friday, another object the size of a small bus was shot down over Alaska. Officials still don't know what any of those are. Now, they have been able to determine the objects shot down Friday and Saturday don't resemble that suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that U.S. fighter jets shot down off the coast of South Carolina over a week ago. They say these recent 3 were much smaller, they look different, and they flew at lower altitudes. But really, what's going on here? Is this normal, right? A lot of people wondering this. Now, a Department of Defense official says they've been more closely scrutinizing U.S. airspace in recent weeks, and that might explain the increase in activity. But that answer, yeah, it's just not cutting it for some lawmakers. And again, lawmakers on both sides. Listen to this.
This is a turning point where we need to discuss this is a threat and how do we respond to it.
I have real concerns about why the administration is not being more forthcoming with everything that it knows.
Yeah, just a lot of people have questions, right? So officials are still trying to recover debris from some of those instances. In the meantime, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says that our military and our intelligence officials are laser focused on gathering and accumulating information right now, and then they're going to come up with a comprehensive analysis of what's going on. But, you know, from what I've heard, this has been happening for years now. It's just kind of right now in the public eye, and seems like, you know, who could speculate? But it just seems like this may be something that was maybe going on and nobody really paid that much attention, didn't think it was that big of a deal, and now we're kind of laser focused on this since it's kind of been happening one after the other so frequently. So we're going to keep an eye on this for you. Very interesting for sure. Good morning to you, Wesley, and good morning to you, Michael. Good to have you guys with us as always. This is kind of a sad story. This is a really sad story. In fact, the family is still offering $100,000 to the person who can find the man who is suspected of killing a nightclub owner, offering $100,000. And unfortunately, it seems like that club may close. So here's the victim on your screen. This is 50-year-old Michael Gidewan. He was shot to death February 5th outside of the Republic Lounge. He co-owned that nightclub with his brother. Together, they actually owned several Atlanta nightclubs over the years, and it didn't take long for police to name a suspect, 39-year-old Jonathan David Soto. According to the brother, he was a friend of the family, so they want him found, and the family put up that $100,000 reward for it. There's been memorials for Gidewan outside of that nightclub that's just been growing over the past couple days. No word yet on a motive why something like this happened. But yeah, in a post over the weekend, the account for the Republic said the nightclub is closed. A separate comment said that it was closing for good. In the meantime, people who live in that area say they're just stunned by the murder. It's awful. And someone from the club posted on social media that there will be a celebration of life for Michael tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It'll be at Ebenezer Baptist Church. And in the meantime, today, Democrats in the Georgia House are holding a news conference to announce proposals on enhancing gun safety. So we'll let you know what comes of that. But again, just awful story. His own bar, he co-owned it. People in the community seem really shocked and stunned that somebody would do something like that. And unfortunately, we have more violence to tell you about. This one is at Walmart. Is anybody else sick of hearing about violence at Walmart? everybody goes to Walmart, right? So over the weekend, two people reportedly started shooting at each other in the parking lot while it was busy. Police are searching for these two suspects as we speak. This happened Saturday afternoon. Is at the Supercenter store on Memorial Drive. Police say the two men stayed in the parking lot and then ran off after that shooting. We actually talked to a man, a father, who says he was shopping with his child at the time and says that they hid in the car. Listen to this.
Oh man, it's true tragedy, man. I'm really more scared for my child because my child was here, you know, and I just wanted to get clear, man, and I don't want to have him around this, and it's kind of embarrassing for us to be going through this at a public place such as Walmart, you know, coming to shop. I could have lost my life.
Yeah, it is embarrassing for us as a city. Nobody should have to worry about going to Walmart, about being shot with their child. My God, how scary is that? Now, thankfully, police say nobody was injured in the shooting, but as you can imagine, two people in the store had panic attacks because of this. I mean, just thinking about what we've gone through as a country these last couple of years, the thought of hearing gunshots anywhere in public has got to be so terrifying. Okay, let's talk about some brighter news, shall we? Super Bowl 57. Who stayed up to watch it? Whew, it's a little late for me. Hope you're feeling okay. Probably feeling a little better if you were rooting for the Chiefs. Even if you weren't, though, the winning field goal was made by one of our very own. If you missed it, here it is. Yeah, that was made by Harrison Butker. He's not only an alum from Georgia Tech, he's from Decatur, y'all. He played ball at Westminster. Huge moment for him, huge moment for our city. That's super cool. 27-yard kick. He put the Chiefs at 38-35 with 11 seconds left in the game. It was Butker's second field goal attempt. You probably saw if you watched the game, the first quarter. He missed a 42-yard field goal off the left upright. We all heard it. Doing. Yeah. Hoof. But it didn't shake his confidence for the winning field goal, as we saw. In fact, Butker is fourth in NFL history in career field goal percentage. Good for you. He's had a roller coaster of a season, y'all. Week 1, Butker hurt his ankle in the very same stadium he won the Super Bowl in. So at least he ended it on a good note, right? Doesn't matter how many you miss, as long as you get the important ones. That's what I always say. I don't always say that. I'm just saying that now. Okay. Hey, question for you. Okay, diamonds are a girl's best friend and all that. Keeping that in mind, would you care if the diamond was made in a lab, not natural? Okay, is that fair game? Let's talk about it. So a lot of people are doing this these days. It's the wrong side here. That's what you're supposed to be seeing. Okay, a lot of people are doing this. The demand for lab-grown diamonds has really spiked over the last couple years. And this is driven primarily by younger buyers, all right? They're more affordable, they're sustainable, they're traceable, which is huge for a lot of people. So the jewels are developed in a top secret lab outside of DC from paper-thin slices of a diamond, and they're blasted with gases and microwaves. The results are said to be the same as a natural diamond. So the makers tell us that lab-grown diamonds are chemically, physically, optically the same as mined diamonds, except these diamonds can cost up to 50% less and consumes less energy than mining. So the sales on these are projected to reach nearly $50 billion by 2030. As someone who can't really tell the difference between a diamond and a fake diamond and what is it, cubic zirconium, is that what it is?
Yeah, moissanite.
Moissanite, Courtney says, I wouldn't know the difference. You could get me a cheaper lab-grown diamond and I would be a happy woman. Can I just get married? Hello? Just kidding. All right, let's talk about the forecast.
Valentine's Day is coming up and all, Wanda. I will
Looking
say,
for love.
So I am engaged, and when
Yes.
I was looking at engagement rings to send to my now fiance, that's what I sent him first, was lab-grown diamonds,
that's
because
cool.
I was like, I can get a larger rock for
Yeah.
a cheaper price.
Exactly.
And it's the same process,
Yeah.
you know, but it's just not mined from the ground.
So
you know?
I was telling, or somebody was telling me, oh, I don't want to get, my significant other a ring because it's going to be like $30,000.
Yeah.
$30,000?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, people are spending some big bucks
Oh my gosh.
on rings.
Whew.
Now, yeah, so consider it, because guess what? She probably would never know anyway if it was real or if it was a lab grown. But we also talked about it's sustainable, which is great. Anything that we can do that kind of helps the environment a little bit, why not? Yeah, I think that's cool. Anyway, it's an option. It's a great option. All right, so let's talk about it. And if it says anything, I consider myself fairly bougie. So the fact that I was cool with lab grown diamond, I think that says something, right? Maybe. I don't know if that really holds any weight. Anyway, all right, let's talk about what's going on outside. For those of you who don't know, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi, and it is beautiful outside this morning. So if you are heading out the door anytime soon, you're going to walk out to nothing but sunshine. It's stunning. Let's see if anyone, good morning, everybody. Hello, Michael. Hello, hello. Happy Valentine's Eve. Yeah, we're going to talk about that Valentine's Day forecast too. If you like today, you're going to like tomorrow. But we do have some changes. Wednesday, we'll have a few showers. We do have a first alert for Thursday for evening rain and storms, and then that will continue into Friday. Friday's also going to be quite breezy, so not only will we have the morning rain and storms, but the wind is definitely going to play a factor in how it will feel out there after being very spring-like this week. We're going to go back into a more February-like feel. So these 60s we'll see later today, and then ultimately 70s later in the week. That won't stick around forever, but it's not supposed to. We are supposed to be in the 50s still, everybody. All right, so here is a look at, so let me just turn, what microphone am I on? I'm on 2. There we go. All right, so here's a look at your temperatures right now. We are generally in the mid to upper 40s, 48 in Atlanta, 46 in Canton, 50 in Gainesville, 47 in Noonan, and 44 in Covington, just past 10 o'clock here. So a really nice, comfortable morning out there. Chilly. And as we go through the day, by your lunch hour, temperatures will be in the mid 50s. We'll top out in the low 60s today. It's really going to be stunning. Lots of sunshine and low 60s, a light wind to pair along with it. It's just going to really be a nice afternoon. So get out and enjoy it. Now, of course, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, okay, everybody? So if you waited until today to go get any kind of Valentine's Day gift for your significant other, good luck, because I'm sure Publix is going to be crazy. Although I will say, guys, the amount of balloons that were in Publix, Valentine's Day balloons that were in Publix when I went into Publix on, I think it was Friday or Saturday, it was insane. Like, you couldn't even see the ceiling. There were so many balloons. So someone please go buy these balloons so Publix doesn't have to waste all that helium, okay? Because they're, as far as I'm concerned, last time I heard there's a helium shortage, okay? So let's go and use some of those balloons. Anyway, enough with that. Here's a look at your Valentine's Day forecast. So maybe you guys are going to go grab breakfast before work, or maybe you guys are going to take a nice little brunch break for Valentine's Day. It's going to be chilly in the morning, or maybe you guys just simply are going to take time, wake up a little earlier, have breakfast together. It's going to be cold, temperatures in the upper 30s, but by the time we head into the afternoon, so maybe you want to go to happy hour after work tomorrow, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, temperatures will be in the low 60s, super comfortable. So you're not going to need, for any of your Valentine's Day outfits that you might be considering wearing, you're not going to need a bunch of extra layers. You won't really need the coat. It'll be just light jacket worthy out there, maybe a long sleeve. And then for a late dinner, if you're headed out maybe towards 8 o'clock, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 50s. So overall, a really nice night. You will notice some more clouds tomorrow, especially as we head into the evening. That'll keep our morning on Wednesday a little bit warmer as well. Those clouds will kind of act like a blanket. So we'll say partly cloudy skies for Tuesday, excuse me. And then Wednesday, we'll introduce the chance for a few showers. This is all a kind of precursor to our cold front that will ultimately bring us a more widespread chance for rain Thursday night. So for picking up the kids from school, or the kids heading home from school on Wednesday, getting on the bus, they might run into a couple of showers. And then for your commute home on Wednesday, you might need to briefly use the windshield wipers. For the most part, light to moderate rain when it comes to the intensity of the rain showers for the afternoon. Very spotty in nature as well, so definitely not going to cause any huge issues in your commute. But just keep in mind, you might want to send the kids to school with a raincoat just in case, especially if they walk home or ride their bikes home or hop on the bus. They just want to be extra dry. So Wednesday, again, a few scattered showers will be possible ahead of our cold front that will bring more widespread rain, but also drastically drop our temperatures. We'll be in the mid to upper 60s Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, we're in the low 70s ahead of that cold front. So very spring-like air. This is the time of year where we're trying to transition into spring from winter, so you get those warmer days, and then you get the cold front. So spring, of course, is our bigger severe weather season. And now that we're starting to get that spring-like air mass to enter, we are watching for severe weather more and more. And again, we'll go from the 70s to the 50s behind our cold front. Speaking of the severe weather potential, the Storm Prediction Center is already keeping an eye on us. And so Thursday into Friday, the Storm Prediction Center has a 15% chance for severe storms, mainly in West Georgia. Now, I will say, looking at models, and I think this is really because of the timing, I'm not super impressed with our severe threat on Thursday, or early Friday for that matter, because we are going to lose that daytime heating. So if we had this cold front coming through when it was 70 degrees outside, and we had wind surging in from the south, so we had moisture, we had warmth, it was buoyant in the atmosphere, and then this cold front came through, a strong cold front at that, I'd be more concerned. So the greater severe threat definitely lies out to our west. For us here in North Georgia, it looks isolated at best, and I think we'd mainly be looking for damaging wind gusts with that threat for severe weather, maybe some heavier downpours because we will have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. So here's 4 o'clock in the afternoon as you're getting ready to head home from work on Thursday, maybe a few showers. The bulk of this front, the actual physical front, moves through late Thursday after like 9 o'clock in the evening through Friday morning to around 3 or 4 a.m. So this should dodge the commute. Now, this far out, the resolution isn't great, so it's going to look like there's still some lingering showers Friday morning, but the actual main line of showers and thunderstorms will be down in central Georgia by around 8 o'clock. So at this point, temperatures are going to start to drop. We might actually cool through the day on Friday, but overall, because of the timing of this and that we're not going to have that daytime heating, we just might dodge a severe weather threat, but we're still going to watch for it because, again, Storm Prediction Center is keeping an eye on it. We're going to keep an eye on it. Whenever you have 70s ahead of a cold front, you kind of have to watch. While it doesn't look impressive, it is still possible that we have a strong storm or two as we head into Thursday night primarily, and then maybe just past midnight on Friday morning. So, of course, you want to download the First Alert Weather app. It's a great tool to have as we kind of track any kind of potential for severe weather as it is there. There's at least the potential. It's just not looking overwhelming right now, which is good news. And again, that's really because of the timing. As I mentioned, if this was coming in a few hours earlier, I think we'd have to keep our focus on it a little more. And that's possible. The timing could still change. But right now, that threat is looking pretty isolated at best. So for today, sunshine in low 60s, mid 60s for your Tuesday. For Valentine's Day, it's just going to be gorgeous. If you have any dinner plans, you have any outdoor lunch plans, anything you're doing tomorrow looks great. Spotty showers Wednesday, on and off through the day, so you might want to pack the umbrella with you just in case, especially for the kids who have to walk home from school. And then as we head into Thursday, we'll be in the 70s in the afternoon, ahead of a cold front that will drop us 20 degrees. We'll go from 71 on Thursday to 51 on Friday afternoon. We'll wake up very cold Saturday, so all of us will wake up below freezing Saturday. We'll have a lot of 20s out there on Saturday morning, highs in the low 50s with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. It'll also probably still be pretty breezy on Saturday. Sunday will start in the 30s, but the afternoon will go back near 60, so it's going to be a really nice weekend. And overall, this forecast doesn't look awful. To have 60s for 5 of the 7 days, or 60s plus, I should say, because we have 70s. So to have 60 degrees and higher for 5 out of 7 days in February is just phenomenal. And again, thankfully, because of that timing, even though we do have that first alert and we do have the potential for maybe an isolated severe storm, the timing of this really works out perfectly. It kind of dodges the commute for a lot of us, and our severe threat definitely looks very low, but still something we're going to watch for you. And then we look ahead to a cold and dry weekend. Really, really nice. All right, so I hope everyone enjoys the beautiful sunshine today, all the low 60s. It's going to be stunning out there. And we will, of course, keep you posted on any kind of potential for severe weather as models evolve and as we continue to kind of figure out the dynamics of this system as a whole and see what happens. We will keep you posted on any severe threat, if any, as we head into Thursday evening. And we'll keep you posted on that. And in the meantime, enjoy your Monday, and we'll catch you here next time.